Jackie reporting for WinkBall, and tonight we are at the National Army Museum for this event called Feminism Late, which is a discussion and a workshop about feminism in the army. And they've got really good beanbags too.
We are the Forces Society. We're a women's rights charity. We've been around for over 150 years. So basically we campaign about getting women into power, so getting them represented in Parliament, into boardrooms. We also talk about pay inequality and workplace discrimination. Got some key rings of our founder, Millicent Fawcett, who basically started a petition at the age of 19 to get women the vote, and she managed to do that 60 years later.
I write about the women's suffrage movement. I've written several books on it and also articles, and I give talks. Well, I should think that the more women in the army, the better. Feminism would be very good for the army. I mean, I don't know about feminising the army, but women in the army is a good thing, particularly allowing women greater scope for developing new areas that they might have not been able to have access to otherwise.
So for people that don't know, who are the Chelsea Patriots?
We're all ex-army people, and it's considered the best retirement home in the world.
You're proud to wear the Queen's uniform again, and it's been all the things you can get out and do, like visit schools, talk to women's groups and that. You were able to give something back, because the army gave me a lot.
It's the best thing I ever did, leaving home to join up. And as I say, you travel a lot and you mix with all sorts of people. I've got the Middle East one, Northern Ireland, and the long service good conduct.
I'm here tonight to talk about feminism in the army, but also I'm really interested in talking about not just whether feminism has been good for the army, but whether the army has been good for feminism, whether the army is actually good for women, because I think it's such a critical issue that you have to address. The role of the army is increasingly engaged in peacekeeping, which means engaging in, sexual violence in conflict is a vast, vast issue, and there's no way that you can address that appropriately if you don't come in it with a feminist ethos, with a really strong understanding of violence against women.
We're making pussy hat phone hats. So little pussy hats that can go on your phone, so your phone can, be there as part of the Women's March and a sign of solidarity. So the pussy hat was the idea of two American ladies who wanted something to really pull the crowd together in solidarity during the Women's March on the 31st of January in Washington. So they just came up with the concept because obviously the President of the United States had a soundbite that was taken back about grabbing ladies by a certain part.
Tonight's simply been about girl power. And it's true, who run the world? Girls. Word to Beyonce on that one. I'm Jackie and you've been watching WinkBall.